Have you ever considered the possibility that humanity might be completely alone? Not just alone on Earth, not just alone in our solar system, but as alone as the first intelligent civilization to ever emerge in the universe. Most people assume that somewhere out there, among the countless stars and planets, advanced alien civilizations must exist. After all, the universe is unimaginably large. There are billions of stars in our galaxy alone. Beyond that, there are billions of galaxies. The numbers are so large that our minds can barely comprehend them. And because of those numbers, many people believe intelligent life must be common. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if humanity isn't late to the cosmic party? What if we're actually the first guests to arrive? Think about how young humanity really is, right? Modern civilization is only a few thousand years old. Recorded history covers a tiny fraction of Earth's existence. Our entire technological age is barely a few hundred years old. We've only been sending radio signals into space for about a century. In cosmic terms, that's less than the blink of an eye. The universe itself is estimated to be around 13.8 billion years old. Compared to that timeline, human civilization has existed for practically no time at all. Yet, despite how young we are, we've already transformed our planet. We built cities, we've crossed oceans, we've flown through the air, we've landed on the moon. We sent spacecraft beyond our solar system. And now we're discussing artificial intelligence, Mars, colonies, and becoming a multi-planet species. All of that happened in an incredibly short period of time. Now imagine if intelligent life is actually extremely rare. Imagine if the conditions required for advanced civilizations are so unlikely that they only occur once every few billion years. If that's true, humanity may have arrived unusually early. We often picture alien civilizations being millions of years ahead of us. We imagine vast galactic empires and advanced technologies beyond our understanding. But what if those civilizations don't exist yet? What if the universe has been waiting billions of years for intelligence to emerge and humanity just happened to be first, right? It's a strange idea, but some scientists have seriously considered it. After all, life on Earth appeared relatively early in our planet's history, but complex intelligent life took a very long time to develop. For billions of years, Earth was dominated by simple organisms. Then came multicellular life, then animals, then humans, and even after humans appeared, it took thousands of years before we developed modern technology. Maybe intelligence isn't inevitable. Maybe it's incredibly difficult. Maybe countless planets contain simple life, but very few ever produce civilizations capable of building technology. If that's true, the universe could be filled with life while still being mostly silent. That would help explain one of the greatest mysteries in science. The Fermi Paradox, the basic question is simple. If intelligent life should be common, where's everybody? Why haven't we detected alien signals? Why haven't we found alien spacecraft? Why don't we see evidence of giant civilizations spreading across the galaxy? The universe should be old enough for advanced civilizations to be everywhere, right? Yet so far, we haven't found convincing proof of even one. One possible explanation is that humanity is first, not because we're special, not because we're chosen, but simply because someone has to be first. Every story has a beginning, right? Maybe we're living at the beginning of the story of intelligent life in the universe. Think about that. What that would mean. It would mean humanity carries an enormous responsibility. It would first then, the future of intelligence itself may depend on what we do next. Every scientific breakthrough, every discovery, every step into space, every future colony, all of it could shape the destiny of conscious life across the cosmos. That's a huge thought. But because when we talk about space exploration, we're usually thinking about ourselves. Look, we're thinking about Mars, we're thinking about lunar bases, we're thinking about future technologies. But if humanity is first, then space exploration becomes something much bigger. It becomes the expansion of intelligence itself. Imagine humanity surviving for thousands of years, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. Imagine settlements spreading across the solar system, then nearby stars, then entire regions of the galaxy. What seems impossible today could become normal in the distant future. After all, history is full of things that once seemed impossible. There was a time when crossing the ocean was considered nearly impossible. There was a time when powered flight sounded ridiculous. There was a time when walking on the moon belonged only in science fiction. Yet humanity achieved all of those things. And maybe one day, future generations will look back at us and wonder why we thought traveling between worlds was difficult. But there's another side to this idea. If humanity is first, then there may be nobody coming to save us. No advanced civilization to share knowledge, no ancient alien empire guiding younger species, no cosmic neighbors watching over us. The future would be entirely in our hands. Our successes would belong to us. Our failures would belong to us. The responsibility would be enormous. Yet there is also something inspiring about that possibility, because it means humanity's story is still being written. The future isn't predetermined. We're helping shape it right now, right? Every scientist, every engineer, every explorer, every dreamer, every person who looks at the stars and wonders what's out there. They're all a part of the same journey. A journey that began long ago when our ancestors first looked up at the night sky. And perhaps one day, millions of years from now, civilizations scattered across the galaxy will trace their origins back to a single world, a small blue planet orbiting an ordinary star, Earth. Maybe future civilizations will look back on humanity the same way we look back on the earliest explorers in history. Not as the end of the story, but as the beginning. So here's the question. If humanity really is the first intelligent civilization in the universe, what should we do with that opportunity? Should we focus on exploring space? Should we focus on protecting our planet? Should we spread beyond Earth as quickly as possible? Or should we first make sure we've learned how to live together here at home? Because if we truly are first, then the choices we make today could echo across the universe for millions of years to come. And honestly, that's one of the most fascinating possibilities I ever thought about.